So certainly we played good enough defense for a half to be in the game and probably be further ahead than we were. Uh, we had offensive issues, and the reality is we're just not a very good team right now. Like that's the facts. Like, we were good enough defensively for 3/4 of the game and just not good at all on offense. And I think it was clear to me that it was a lot conditioning based.
You think your team was tired, Keith, at maybe the end of the first half and late in the game?
I don't think there was any question, Jerry. I mean, we just died on the vine, really. Like, I thought they tried, and, the problem when you play Davidson is you're going to play defense for 28 seconds of possession. And if you relax, they're going to make you pay the price because of all that motion they move. And, 23 for 60 against Davidson usually wins the game for us. And you figure they made a lot at the end. So we did a good enough job defensively for 3/4 of the game. We just couldn't score.
Coach, how weird was that game overall? Because their number one, he missed a few shots at first, open looks, a lot of misses. What was that first real sequence like? It just seemed very disjointed on both teams.
You mean the first half?
Yeah, the first half. Yeah, the first sequence of that first half. It just seemed like that first 13 minutes or so just seemed very disjointed on both teams.
I mean, it's kind of strange, but we've played here before, and a lot of the games have been like that for whatever reason. No, like I remember last year we played Lipscomb, and they didn't make a three, I don't think, right? The whole game. I don't know. I just, I can't speak for them. I thought we did a good job defensively of covering their actions and did a good job of doing what we had to do, but offensively we couldn't get away because we couldn't make anything. I mean, you can't shoot 15 for 52, and I don't know, you can't win a CYO game doing that. But, we played 2 games in 300 days, and we just played 3 games in 4 days. So, but the question is, the bigger question for me, the bigger issue is, do we have the fight to fix it? Like I know I do, but you know how young people in this environment are. We have to want to fix our issues. And if we don't, we're gonna have a long year. If we do, we can be one of the better teams.
Is it a good sign at all, Keith, that they kept playing on the defensive end even while they were struggling offensively?
Yeah, I think it's a good sign. I mean, most people base everything on offense. But, I mean, our fluidity on offense was really bad. I mean, we just stood around. We just have some bad habits, a little reliant on sets rather than just playing basketball. And, our best players just got to play better. I mean, we got to coach them better, and they got to play better. Simple as that. I mean, I knew it was going to be a struggle. I'm a realist, and I know how we practice, and I know that we've had limited practices. So, but again, that doesn't mean anything because nobody cares. We gotta fix our issues, or we're gonna have a tough time of it.
Coach, how do you work through the conditioning stuff? Because that has to be fair. How do you work through that? How do you get them built up in college stuff?
That's a great question that's why I'm so late coming up here. It's hard because, you talk about time off, and then if you crush them, their body breaks down. Like we just weren't prepared to play 3 games in 4 days. We played a good probably 12 minutes first half. We gave it what we had, and then we went. I mean, so now it becomes mental, like I said, do we have the fight to battle through all this? We're going to have to win ugly for another week and a half or so until we can play ourselves into game shape. It's kind of like an NBA team playing itself into shape. At least we played 3 games. Now, I checked today. There's only 24 teams in the country that have played the same amount of games as us or less, or something like that, 24, 28. out of how many there are. So, like, obviously we're not in game shape, and we paid the price for it. You know, like, I mean, you know, and then we asked a lot of them because we played 3 games in 4 days, but a lot of it's mental toughness. We got enough depth. We just got to get through it.
Keith, you know these kids, fairly well. Do you think they have enough fight in them to reverse things?
We've always shown a lot of fight, But this is strange times, Jerry, my friend, right? Like, it's a strange, strange year. Look at New England, Kentucky. It's, you just, I don't know. Like, I know I got enough fight. Now, the problem is I don't want to beat a dead horse. You know what I mean? Like, you can beat them up, but really it's on them. They're going to have to say, look, and whoever does will play, and whoever doesn't won't. I mean, the mental anguish is a hard thing to. My mother was a psychologist, but I still don't know much about it.
What was your conversations like with Lamar Norman before he decided to transfer?
Well, it kind of caught me by surprise, although I didn't think he looked like emotionally engaged over the last couple weeks. I just thought he was going through some tough things. I mean, nothing surprises me anymore. Like I thought he should have stayed, until the end of the year, and then if he wanted to go somewhere, fine. That's kind of how I would have told my own son, like, finish your job and then go if you're not happy. But I like Lamar Norman. He's a nice kid. He's a quality kid. And look, man, guys got to do what they think's best for them. I mean, it's simple as that. I mean, the hard part is I think you're going to see a lot of this in college basketball this year. And at the end of the year, you're going to see the most transfers that you've ever seen in your life. And, I think part of it is young people want instant gratification. They're used to jumping ship. But I think Lamar's one of the best kids in our program, so I can't say anything bad about him. I won't say anything bad about Lamar. He's been a quality person since he got here. I knew you'd ask me that tough question, though, Jerry. You're just trying to kick me while I'm down?
Just doing my job, Keith.
I feel you. Zach, you don't got anything?
Of course I got something, Keith. I always do. Save it to the end, though. Just, Keith, in your opinion, with how the players are playing or mentally engaged, what do you think their standard is now, and in 2 weeks, where do you want to see their standard at?
That's a good question. I mean, the only thing I know to do is go back to basics, keep challenging them, keep supporting them, keep holding everybody accountable, including our coaching staff. And, just do the best we can under the circumstances. It's been a tough deal. And I told you everybody's going to react differently to it. We've had it extremely difficult, though, because we're not we haven't had a shower after practice in 2 years. We don't have a team room. At some point, we're playing at La Roche, at some point that affects you, whether you believe that or not. You can look at Andy Toole's program, who I think is one of the best coaches in the country, right? And the 2 years they were out of their gym, right, they struggled. Now, we made it through last year. Now we got to make it through this year. We got to figure out a way to make it through. Simple.